Another project completed. What's going on, everybody? This is Ansley with Scout Heating and Cooling. Here today to show you a install that we just finished up on this shop for a customer of ours. This is a quick install video from start to finish. Here we are installing the platform along with drain pan and the chairs for the unit to sit on. Once this is installed, then we'll set the unit in place. And then once the unit is in place, then we'll start running all the ductwork. Once the ductwork's ran, we'll do all the electrical, drain, copper, connections, and so forth. But here you see me putting in the supply plenum. Now I'm putting on the filter base. After I install the filter base, you'll see me put on the return plenum. And then I start to cut in all the taps. Well, I seal the plenum, make sure all my penetrations for the plenums are all sealed up, and then I start cutting in all the taps for the supply ductwork and the return ductwork. Now this is a spray foam building, and with this spray foam building, we are in a conditioned space, so there's no need for insulated ductwork. Now the only thing you'll see is I ran flex ductwork over to a bathroom and a closet here shortly. But everything else is just hard pipe, and so that way we get the true CFM max possible with a smaller duct, just because we are dealing with installing a 2-ton system. But yeah, that's why you see no insulation on this metal piping. It's just because we're in an encapsulated building in a conditioned space, so no need to run insulated ductwork. Now, some of this was a little bit of a pain to do. Just did majority of this project by myself, so a couple of those elbows were a little bit of pain. But as you see here, getting all this cut in and then taps to go down below for some ducts down in the bottom floor. And then here is a video of the complete install. You'll see we have the main trunk hung with saddle taps cut in for registers, saddle registers, and then we saddle taps for the down for the 2 ducts below. You can see right here, we put a vent right there, a vent right there. Then we have our thermostat located right there. And there is our return. And here is the bathroom with the little vent and a little closet with a vent as well. Now we'll go upstairs and see the finished install from the inside. Here you've got the 2 ducts going down that we ran with flex duct. The metal return and the metal supply trunk. There's the 2 saddle taps going down below to the below area, and you can see we use the galvanized saddle registers that screwed right in and fit perfectly with the end cap on the duct to help with static pressure. Now you'll see we have, this is customer wanted this installed, just a booster fan, because they have a vacuum system inside the building, so they needed a little bit more positive pressure to the building when the system's running and they have their vacuum running. But here you'll see now we're installing the condenser outside, and as you can tell, the inside was a regular style air handler, and now we have a mini split style condenser, which we would consider this system a side discharge system. This is a heat pump system. Customer chose to do, this is a 220 volt outdoor condenser, and then we have a 115 volt air handler on the inside. Customer opted not to put heat strips in, but this unit should be able to accommodate up to -4 degrees outside and still operate heat pump efficiently. And that's about it for the little time-lapse video from start to finish. This is the project we just got through finishing. I say we, me. Slapping this in, throwing in the air handler and running ductwork, copper, all that stuff. So let's check this out. Would you look at it? Oh, All right, so we just got through running, you can see here, well, camera will focus, 14-inch hard pipe. We cut in 4 taps, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we drop down 2 saddle taps to this underneath with 2 registers. We also got a little storage space here, and then a bathroom. When we drop 2 vents into there, as you can see, the ductwork we've got running to it there. Pretty simple. Nice and clean. Kept it clean and tidy. This is what we do. Thermostat there. Turn tucked up underneath there. But yeah, this is a project we just completed. And we try to keep everything that we've got going on out of the way on this one, because they've got a bunch of storage spaces and racks going up here. So they wanted to be able to use the majority of this space. So that's why we got the unit along the back wall. Then we've got the duct running up and then all the way down. And then, like I said, you got the vents cut into it. Those are a saddle style vent, so they match right up to that round metal ducting. 2 saddle taps going down to those vents. And then you got the 2 here. And then the return. But everything's hard pipe. This is a conditioned space, so there was no need to insulate any of the ductwork, as this is a spray foam building, so it's encapsulated. As you can see, we have a fresh air. This customer opted to put a 4-inch fan in, because he also has, it's kind of hard to see. Let me go over here. You can see the PVC running along there. He has a vacuum system. The reason we did that, he opted for that because if that is running inside this building, is going to create too much negative pressure. So he wanted to be able to forcefully pull in more air from outside and have it filtered and go through the system to be conditioned. So that's the reason why we have that there. As you can see, we got the drain insulated so the way it doesn't sweat and drip on the floor. Float switches, 1 in the unit, 1 in the pan for a second backup. So that way, if the water drain does back up, these will shut the system off. And then we have the drain pan tied into here. So actually, if this switch trips or fails and then that one trips, then what can happen is we can clear this line out. Once that line is cleared, then you can open up this ball valve and allow the majority of the water from the drain pan to drain down the primary. So there was no need to have to run a emergency drain and drip outside. We could tie that all together, and that's another reason why we run 2 float switches. So you've got double safety there. But yeah, that's pretty simple. It's like I said, it's a 115 volt air handler, no heat strips, but it is a heat pump with that mini split condenser outside, the traditional air handler. And the big thing about this is, being that mini split condenser is outside, we can actually operate all the way down to 4-degree outside temp in heat pump mode, and the system still work as should. So this is a project we just finished. Turned out pretty sweet. Clean. We like to keep things clean. No shortcuts around here. Like literally. You won't see many projects like this. Most people don't take care of their customers or take pride in their work. So this is the type of work that you get out of Scout Heating and Cooling, because we care. So that's pretty much it. This is the whole gist of this job. Turned out pretty sweet. If you're looking for your next project and want to get a mini splits are great. If you want to look at doing a mini split with a traditional air handler on the inside, which is, we call it a side discharge with a traditional air handler, which is pretty much a mini split condenser. So, but
But yeah, if you're looking for your next project and you want someone that's does great work, cares for the customer, and provides value, you can give us a call at 903-546-8566, or you can check us out at scoutheatandair.com. We've got a TikTok account, Facebook, Instagram, so check out our socials, and we will see you on the next project. Peace.